Hello everyone, it's Deirdre here. Welcome back. And today we're talking all about vision board, creating a schedule and executing on that schedule and the to-do list that you give yourself every day, because there's a difference between planning it all out and actually doing it. So before we hop right into it, if you missed episode 1 of the series, definitely go back and watch if you're interested. We are all about changing our life from the inside out this year, taking change piece by piece in a manageable way, in a way that allows longevity in your life to help you create the lifestyle that's going to help you live your dreams. Because that's what life is all about, living your most authentic, happiest, true self. And that's what I'm here to do for myself and for y'all if you're interested in joining my journey, because I'm here as someone who's learning myself, but also wanting to share all this information that I learn along the way. So let's hop right into it. We're going to start with our vision board, because before you create your schedule, you're really going to want to understand what it is you're trying to do with your time. So let's get into that.
I don't really have too many markers, but I'm hoping the kit comes with some. Also, please don't talk about this banged wig. I'm actually really upset about it because it used to be regular. It used to be a regular wig, and I decided to cut some bangs and I made it way too thick. And I'm not loving it, but it is what it is. So while I'm getting this ready, I kind of want to tell you about my last year's vision board, which is actually so hilarious to me. Or maybe 2 years ago, because I went back and I'm like, I really never went back and took a good look at everything to decide if I had reached any of those goals and felt any of those feelings about myself. And I was kind of shook because one of my slides is about style, what I want to radiate, what energy I want to have. And all the pictures I have, I didn't realize that I ended up buying the exact same outfit that was in one of my inspo pics. And I was like, oh wow, I really did radiate. I did embody that style that I wanted to embody. I thought it was so funny. And then I was just reading some of what beliefs I want to have about myself, or beliefs I want to have in this world in general, and how a lot of those I already do believe now. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm on this track. I was like, I want to live in a home, and it's not the way I thought about it, but I do live in a home right now. I live with roommates, but it's one of my biggest things was having a nice kitchen, and I have such a beautiful kitchen in this house, and I'm just I didn't even realize how much I was manifesting, and I just thought it was pretty cool. So let me get a little video so I can show you guys what this looks like. So this is the kit, nice and cheap, $15 at Barnes & Noble. This looks like we got some stickers. Ooh, this is the good stuff. Thank goodness for the glue. I'm not sure where these little squares are, maybe double-sided stickers. I'm really hoping that there's magazine type stuff in here. Got letters. That's cute. Now I wish there was a little bit more. I feel like it's kind of... Okay, no. That's cool, that's cool. You know what, we're gonna make it work out. I really like this. It's a bunch of affirmation cards, and then I can put them all over the poster board. Probably align them with certain areas of my life that I feel like I need to work on. So the way I want to start this is with the top. I feel like the first thing I like to do with my vision boarding is give myself a phrase that I want to embody for the year. Last year, my phrase was 2024 is all about letting go and opening to receive. I think I show it a lot with giving, and being a bit of a people pleaser. And I feel like last year, I did embody that in a great sense of just sitting back and being like, all right, I'm done giving so much to other people. Well, I'm not done. I'm a giver. I like giving, but I feel like you can do too much giving or too much receiving. And when you don't have a balance, it kind of messes up the feng shui. So if I'm giving too much, I'm not letting myself sit back, relax, and receive the things that should come in a natural flow and a natural cycle. So I think with that, I was a lot less overwhelmed and stressed when it came to things not happening the way I wanted to. letting go was so huge for me because I have some control tendency issues, but we've moved on, or we're trying to move on from that. So I'm happy with how that went. My theme for 2025 is living unapologetically, shamelessly, and unwavered, which for me means like a hardcore pursuit towards living my dream life without feeling shame or judgment by others, either straightforward judgment or subconscious judgment that I have that other people might think. I just want to be me. I just want to shamelessly and unapologetically go towards the things that I want to create for myself, and also learn to be unwavered by other people's judgment of it and what I'm doing. So I'm gonna start with that. I have to show you this part that came with it because it's so cute. It's literally just like a purplish bluish sky with like purplish bluish water. And last year my vision board had like a ethereal, I did it on my computer, not as fun, but it had like such an ethereal type vibe, and that's what I want my life to be, like magical, fairy like. We live in a bluish, purplish, pinkish world. In my mind, it's like that's what I want my vibe to be. Yeah, some of the words were dreamy, creative, intentional, healing, and I feel like that vibe is that, which is so funny because I feel like someone's told me before that I have like very much a purple aura, and purple is my favorite color, and I just vibe with that. So I think I'm just gonna cut out some of the clouds and put them around, but so far so good. I think the first question you should ask yourself when making a vision board is, who am I? What is my identity? What qualities, characteristics, traits do I want to be portraying to others, and do I just want to internally expose more of? What authentic parts of yourself do you want to tap into a bit more that you feel like you haven't been doing so far? I'm loving the follow your dreams, you are magic. I think I should wait to put the stickers at the end. It's tempting, but I'm gonna wait. I think I'm gonna divide my vision board by, I think I'll put relationships in one spot. I'll put career goals in another spot. I'll put personal goals in another spot. And then I'll put habits and routines in the last spot. And throughout the whole board will be like little motivation pieces, and I'll do pictures, and I want to do like a little flip book in each one that's going to have like the feeling will be all the pictures, the stickers, and then the actual quantitative goal I'll have like written down that I can open up. Yes. So you know what's so funny is this quote right here. See if I can focus on it. This quote has continuously showed up in my life all the time. It is the quote that I have on my Instagram page right now, that is also a quote that came to me in the mail when I bought my first set of like business cards, and now I'm finding it in this vision board. Like, it always seems impossible until it's done. I heavily believe in the can do, will do mentality. Like, if you think you can do something, if you believe you can do something, if you set the intention and you put the action towards doing it, it may seem impossible until you see it come to fruition and you see that it's done. So it's just a good reminder. It always seems impossible until it's done. So go for the fucking goal, baby. So the second question I like to ask myself is, what do you want to look like and radiate in the new year? I think this is a good step into your physical appearance and your energetic appearance. You can add some inspo pictures on your vision board about the styles that you want to start tapping into, you know, your fashion sense, what you want your hair to look like, hairstyles. And then I think a less talked about topic is the energetic side. Like, how do you want people to feel when they're around you? Like, what kind of energy do you want to radiate when you enter a room? That kind of adds to your confidence. It's a good way to put out into the ether what vibe you want to bring into this new year and what physical and energetic change you want in your life. Last year, my vision board, one of the things I described was having healthy, natural hair. And this is the year where I have no color in it It is the most curliest and coiliest it's ever been. It's the most healthy and it's the most moisturized because I finally figured out what I need to be putting in my hair and what I do and don't need to be doing to it, manipulating wise, in order to keep it at its state. And then, just doing my protective hairstyles to get the fun, crazy colors instead of damaging my actual hair. And that was one of the things I was really happy about at the end of the year. I'm like, whoa, like the fro is froing. And I'm just really proud. Oh, I like this. Visionary, that's what I want to be. I'm gonna be a visionary in my career. Yes, ma'am. What do I want to feel in my relationships? Que sera, sera. I love that song. Whatever will be, will be. The future is not ours to see. If it's supposed to happen, it will. I think that's going to be my personal quote or word. I think I'm going to put the word FICA in our relationships. It means a moment to slow down and appreciate the good things in life, a chance to reflect and recharge. Now, I feel like that could be very much a personal word, but I think that in my relationships, because I am so career motivated and focused right now in my life, I do want my relationships, friends, and families to be a space where I am slowing down, I'm being present with them, and I'm appreciating and living truly in the moment. So yeah, we're gonna do that. So when it comes to relationships and what you want to put on your vision board in terms of love, don't forget love when it comes to family and friends and all the other relationships in your life. I think that is often missed. So the question I like to ask myself is, how do I want to give and receive love? What are my beliefs about love? And I'm just gonna tell you kind of what I wrote so you can get an idea. What does love look like from the people in your life? How do you want your family and friends to receive and give you love? What type of love languages do you desire? So this is what I wrote. Some of my vision board is very personal, so I'm not gonna share everything. But this one I don't mind sharing. Love is being thoughtful. Love is being considerate. Love is spending quality time with each other. Love is asking how we're doing emotionally, physically, mentally, and spiritually. Love is going on friend and family dates. Love is planning trips together. Love is hugging each other. Love is saying I love you. Love is being honest with each other. Love is pushing each other to be our best selves. Love is unconditional. Love is respectful. Love is supporting my dreams, goals, and passions. Love is growing together. Love is active listening. Love is deep and thought-provoking conversations. Love is truly caring for each other. Love is being generous and sharing. Love feels like being in the moment fully with the people I love. Love is coming up with new business ideas together. Love is creative collaboration. Now, as you can see, a lot of those things aren't going to apply to every single person in my life, but as a general scope, when it comes to the love between family, friends, a partner, careers, relationships, those are the things that I want to feel within those areas, whether I get 2 of those from one person, 3 of those from another, 5 of those from another, you know what I mean? But also, I did do its own separate tab for love in relationships. If you are in the space of manifesting your dream partner, or you're not necessarily looking, but you just have an idea of who you want to come into your life on a romantic front, I would say you should have a page about your dream partner. And for me, I like to write that one in present tense, speaking as if I'm already with that person. And you can be specific, y'all. Describe how they would treat you, how they would treat the people around them, their family, characteristics and qualities that you would love about them. And be sure that these qualities include the expectations that you personally have for a relationship. Even do physical traits. I think that when it comes to this, you can still get the person that you would be attracted to and you would love all the physical qualities of, but at the same time, I do feel like you should overly be putting more into the qualities and attributes of their character and their personality than the physical stuff. But at the same time, I also believe you should always be attracted to the person that you end up with, so I'm also going to add the physical. But even with that, I know that I've definitely been with people that attraction comes with those qualities, personality and attributes, and vice versa. You could be real cute, but you're ugly on the inside. That don't fucking matter. I don't want you then. I put a little quote by my loving connection one, and it says, Old ways won't open new doors. It's just a reminder that old ways of love, old ways of relationships that didn't work for you in the past are not going to bring you to your dream partner. Okay, Ninja, you're not going in the closet. I don't know what you're doing. Bro, stop. Do you want me to kick you out or no? I also have my kitty on my vision board because he is the most important person in my life right now. So moving on to my personal goals, one of my things that I wanted to focus on is limiting beliefs and beliefs in general. So good to have a slide on this is just listing out all of the beliefs that you want to have. You can reference the beliefs that you currently don't have about yourself if it comes to confidence, when it comes to love, when it comes to self-worth, when it comes to, just your experience, the reality that you're currently living that you want to change. Essentially, it is the belief system of the best version of yourself. Instill positive beliefs about yourself, your reality, your family, your loved ones, your mindsets, and how you see life and your faith, religion, spirituality, if that applies. Some of mine are: I believe I am powerful enough to manifest my desires. I believe I can have a huge impact in this world. I believe I'm beautiful. I believe my daily actions create my future. I believe life is supposed to be joyful and interesting and dynamic. I believe my intuition helps me predict the future. I believe love is a powerful tool towards change. I believe that I'm worthy of a high quality life. I believe money is a tool and resource to help myself and others. I believe my power, love, and presence will touch millions of lives. So, these can touch on your future goals that you have. These can touch on your beliefs about yourself. On to the habits, y'all. My word for habits is ikigai. If you've heard of it, it is a Japanese word which means reason for being, a thing that gets you up in the morning. And I put that because ikigai also reminds me of like feng shui and just starting your day off right, because that transfers and leads to the rest of your day and how everything's going to pan out. And one of my biggest resolutions for the year was fixing my sleeping habit, which is pretty rough right now, and keeping my promises to myself. So a habit of doing the things that I say I'm going to do, integrity essentially, and that's mostly to myself rather than to other people, because I think I'm pretty good with that, but even that can use some work. Okay, so let me just list my main habits that I'm working on. Drinking more water, cooking for myself more. No, I already did that enough. Drinking more water, keeping my space as clean as possible, getting to sleep before 10:30. I'm gonna say 10:30/11 because it's been up in the 1 a.m., 2 a.m. So that's the goal. And integrity. Those are the habits that I'm working on mostly. So the last two questions you should be asking yourself are, of course, what are your personal and professional goals? So that could be bucket list items you want to do, or personal things that you want to achieve in your life. Bucket list items, or just things you want to conquer in life, saving for a house, saving for a car, things like that, And for professional goals, if you have a business, start listing out some of those both quantitative and qualitative goals. If you have a job and you want to start a business, write that down. You want to learn a new skill in your business or get a new degree, write them down. And I did this. I learned this new skill. I got this degree. You can say it in the past tense to show that you've already done it and put you in the mindset of it being something you're going to do. Hello, Ninja. Get off of my space. Like, bro, as if I don't pet him enough. But I do. I really do. So guys, we are done. Here is the final product. Isn't it cute? So I did everything by quadrants, and then each one where I have for each one that I have a card that's more of like an affirmation card or just a statement of things that I need to hear related to that topic. On the back, I wrote the qualitative or quantitative goal I have, because when I'm looking at this on my wall, I always say this when it comes to goals: don't focus so much on the result. Don't focus so much on that number, that money that you want, that quantitative thing, and focus more on the feelings and the actions that are going to get you there. But it also puts you in the mentality that not every outcome is going to be what you expect. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't be just as proud that you did all the things, you did the actions, and you felt the way you wanted to feel while doing them. That means that you're still on your way towards the result. It just didn't happen exactly how you wanted, but that doesn't mean that you give yourself no props. You're not proud of yourself. So I hope you had fun creating your vision board, or if you're about to get started, it's just such a fun time to really set your intention for the new year.
So now let's talk about creating our schedule, which is the next important step to creating an action plan for your new year. And if you work a job and you have a business on the side, this will help you with your time management. For me, that was always one of my biggest issues. It's like I have a part-time job, 25 hours a week, and I have to schedule that in my calendar first. So start with the basic things that you have to do on a daily basis. And that is, if you have a job, those hours are set. If you don't have a job, if you have a business, set your hours. As an entrepreneur, sometimes we cannot give ourselves breaks, give ourselves relaxation that is much needed, especially in that industry when you're most likely spending more than 40 hours a week doing this business. So schedule out your time as much as possible. And if things go over, then it's like, okay, but try to put in those focus hours. So let me tell you, you aren't going to have to buy anything to get a good scheduling routine, to get a good calendar, or even like, let's say you're doing social media or something that you need to post constantly for your business or for just your content creation in general. The schedule you can create in Google. Google gives you all you need for free. So I use Google Calendar, Excel spreadsheets, and I use Google Docs. So when I create my schedule, I use Google Calendar, and I like to divide it up by colors. One is the color for my work routine. One is the color for my personal routine. And for me, because I have a business also, the other is my business. So I split it up by colors. First, I do everything that I have to be doing. My job. This is a set hour that I can't change. Now go in and think of your future self. How do I want to be living my life to be the most fulfilling for my personal needs? Like, do you need a morning routine? Does that help you start your day better? Do you need a night routine? Does that help you get to bed earlier and help you set the tone for a good rest? It's going to help you get up earlier in the morning. It's going to be personalized to you, but put that stuff in. Put the wake up time. Put the I'm getting ready, I'm eating breakfast, put the workout time. As you can see, I'm doing it over here. This is kind of how mine's set up. Obviously, not every little thing has to be scheduled. I like to do the main things. So this is the part where you want to be thinking about your vision board. What were the habits that you had as goals? Those are the things you want to be putting into your calendar. And as I said earlier, we're only starting off with a few because you don't want to overwhelm yourself. So make sure those habits are the ones you're putting into your calendar. Then go into professional, business, or career goals. Let's say you do have a 9-to-5 and you want to keep that and you're satisfied with that. What are maybe some skills or books you want to learn? Like, take those personal goals and start turning them into, daily or weekly habits that you put in your calendar. For my business, I schedule out the time for both scheduling my weeks out. I think that's something that's so important that we forget about. You need to account for scheduling. You need to account for other little things that you don't think are going to come up. Like, definitely leave time and space for doing nothing, because that's important too. But I'm just saying, like, make sure you're not forgetting anything. And then, as someone who is a content creator, I have a separate schedule, which I'll show you now, which is my content creation schedule. This is divided by my desserts baking business and my personal content creation for this. And it's like, okay, I have all the dates, posting, ideas, platforms that I'm posting on, and I can lay it all out there. And I can also put in a key for myself, which is color coded. And when I'm done filming, it'll be this color. When I'm done editing, it'll be this color. When I'm scheduled and it's posted, it'll be this color. And it helps me keep track of everything that I've done, what needs to be done. And then I can look back at the month and see what I did miss, if I did miss anything, because as you know, we're not all perfect. This girl does not get everything done all the time, although that is one of my New Year's resolutions this year. So I love Google Excel spreadsheets as my personal content calendar, and you can customize it to yourself. Something I totally forgot about last year, which I don't know why I did, was I would put in my calendar, okay, this is the time I'm going to create this content, but I would never put the time in where I was going to schedule the content. I would never put the time in where I was going to edit the content. And so I was missing so many hours and not managing my time in a way that made sense. So I would just say, like, make sure you are putting schedule time and execution time in your calendars. And that's it, y'all. Obviously, as you're making this and you're actually trying out this schedule for yourself, you're going to make alterations and changes because you're going to notice, oh, that doesn't take me that much time. Oh, that takes me more time. So just be sure to keep up with these calendars. And as your life changes, completed some goals and you want to start focusing on other things, you can change these things in your calendar. This and organizing your Google Drive and just organizing your whole life will just get you in such a good headspace to start this new year.
Now that we've created a vision for what we want to do in life, I want to tell you guys about this book that I've been reading that really dives into what your subconscious mind is and how you can use it to manifest what you want in life. So it talks about all these different manifestation techniques, so we're going to get into that and see what you can use now that you have a clear vision of what it is that you want. Let's try out the techniques that are going to help us get there. Stay tuned for next week, wherever you're at, whatever time it is. Good morning, good evening, good night. Love ya. Goodbye.